This podcast is a proud member of the UUOP Network.
Happy Halloween Horror Nights 33! The spooky season has finally begun! Tonight, for episode 16, we will be recapping the first 2 weeks of HHN 2024 in Orlando, including our initial thoughts on houses, scare zones, the show, the food, and Michelle will be covering the inaugural Premium Scream Night. So buckle up because there's a lot to cover. Let the mayhem begin.
What a rush of fear.
Okay, we have made it. We have survived the first 2 weeks. Hello, my name is Kenneth, and I am here, as always, with my good friends, Michelle.
Howdy.
And Maddy.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I haven't even gone to bed
If
yet.
you say so. Yeah. Maddie's getting an early start for the next day.
Hee hee.
I guess so.
Hey,
Yeah.
what's up? How are we? How is everyone? How are our days? How excited are we that HHN is finally happening?
So excited. So excited, but I'm over the rain. I think all local HHNers at this point are like, can we just have a day where it doesn't rain? As I'm saying this, it's raining right now outside my window, but it's fine.
Yuck.
I'm not getting rain over here, but Michelle, I think the 2 nights you did HHN were the only nights it hasn't rained.
Aw, HHN misses me.
Yeah.
How sweet.
Yeah.
No, but I did come back with a cold from either HHN or the airplane ride, one of the two.
Oh,
So that's
dang.
not been fun, but it was 100% worth it to be there opening weekend with you guys. So,
Yes.
Yes.
yay!
Man. So, I feel like there's so much to get into. We just got to get right into it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Absolutely. So we're going to start by doing just like a quick review and initial thoughts on all 10 of our houses. So I'm going to kind of go in order like we're walking the park. So the first house that we approach as you enter the park going straight is going to be Monstrose. How do we all feel about Monstrose? And how many times have you done the house so far?
Well, before we
Oh.
hop into it, are we keeping this spoiler free or do we need to give a warning?
Let's try to keep it somewhat. Yeah, let's do spoiler free, I think.
Let's do it spoiler free. And
Okay.
if we at some point need to say a spoiler, we will warn you at that time. How about that?
Yes, I like
Okay.
that. That's good.
I've got to get up and grab my phone so I can see all of my counts for all my houses. So I'm going to be right back.
I know,
in a
I'm
second.
pulling mine up
Okay.
too.
Okay, I'll talk about it first since I'm sitting on the couch. So Monstrose, the Monsters of Latin America. I have only done the house one time at this point. And I do
What?
really, really like it. Yeah, it's the only one I've only done once. I've been able to make it through multiple rounds of the other ones, but I haven't made it through that one again. But I love it. I think it's really cool. It's going to have a soft spot in my heart simply because it came over from HHN Hollywood, and it's the very first thing that we have ever adopted from their park, which I think is so special. And it was such a beloved house last year at their event. So for this to be the first thing we got, it feels very cutesy, very special. So I really enjoyed it. I know some people have opinions on it just based on one of the monsters that's in the house and the story behind the monster. But, it's just a story. So, and the event is about blood and guts. So I don't know.
I mean, is there anything in the entire event that's like not, I mean, it's all about death and
Yep.
weird stuff.
Yeah.
So
But people have very specific opinions on the death of certain things.
That's true.
Which like completely valid. Like 100%, everybody's opinion is valid. I just don't find it to be an issue personally in the house.
Right.
Well, yeah, because no one or nothing is actually being killed. And this is based on folklore. So like there's, it's all fake. It's all pretend.
Yeah,
I think
Universal didn't invent the story. It's literally based on like Mexican folklore. So
right. Mm-hmm. I do like this house. I think it has given me my best scares of the event so far. I think this has scared me the most, which I think is really surprising because other than those like 2 times I got really scared, I don't think I get scared at all in this house. But it has some really impressive things that I think even if this house I think is going to be lower on my rankings in the end of the season, it still has like some of the most impressive things at the event this year, and I love it. Maybe not overall, but like I do really enjoy it. I think this is a cool house.
So just to preface, Maddy and Kenneth, how many nights of HHN have you guys attended at this point?
Oh.
5.
7. Oh, also I've done this house 4 times.
Okay. So I've only attended 2 nights actually, because I went to Premium Scream and then I did opening night, and then Krista and I did not go back the next night because we were just too exhausted.
Oh wow!
So I've done this house twice, and I did both times during Premium Scream night. So it has been a couple of weeks since I've been through most of these houses. But from what I can remember, Monstrose was fine. It was actually one of Krista's favorites because there was an item in there that she was really impressed by, and I won't say what because I don't want to spoil anything. But there was an impressive moment in there that she really clung to. But I could also see where there are like one of the folklores is pretty traumatic for anybody that has certain issues. I don't know how to say this without, being a spoiler, but we know the lore. Like a lot of this lore is all about children.
About the lore.
Yeah. Like that's no secret. So a lot of this is all about like children and these creatures killing children. So obviously that we knew that was going to be part of it. And I could see where that could be really triggering to a lot of people. And then there's another item in there that seems to be a trigger for people every single year, no matter what the context is. But Universal keeps on trying it. But anyway, yeah, it was fine. I need to go through it more. I didn't have like a bad impression of it by any stretch of the imagination, but there wasn't really anything in it that like grabbed me either quite yet.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo, woo, woo. All right. Moving up to our next house in the park. So we're going to keep going straight and we will get to A Quiet Place.
Yes.
Yeah.
Michelle, you go.
Yes, because this was number 1 on my list. And without talking hype list quite yet, because I still have a good bit of HHN to go. I am coming back in October. My initial thought on A Quiet Place, which I went through twice, was I set my expectations too high, so that was my bad. And that always seems to happen. Yeah. I mean, it always seems to happen, right? When we have like an IP that we have in our head, like what it's supposed to be like, and then it ends up not being that. That was the experience I had. There were some very impressive moments for sure. And if you like the movies, there were plenty of moments in there where I 100% felt like I was in the movie and was like attached to certain items that I saw, such as like the nail, for instance, totally stagnant object.
Yeah.
But it's a character, right? Like it's a character in the movie. It plays a big part. So it was cool to walk through the movie. It didn't quite do what I wanted it to do with my senses, like I was really, really hoping for. So that was a disappointment to me. But I hope to go through it a few more times and be a little bit more impressed.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Very valid. And you did this how many times again?
Just twice on the premium screen night.
Got it. Good.
I've done this one 5 times. I agree that I think the potential to do something really different was there, and they just didn't go for it, it's fine. I think I feel like if they had tried and failed, I might have appreciated this house more than this house, where it kind of feels pretty standard haunted house for the most part. Obviously, like the creatures are really impressive, and it recreates the movie well. It is, I think, one of the darkest houses. Like if you're going to do a stay and scream, this maybe is one of the worst ones to do because you cannot see anything. True. If it's still light outside. But yeah, I think it's good. I mean, I don't think any of the houses this year are outright bad. Like there's none that I'm like, oh no, I don't want to do that one. That sucks. Like I like all of them, but I do think this one is also going to end up a little like on the bottom half of my rankings at the end of the run. But I still really like it. There's a lot of cool stuff in here.
Yeah, I agree. There are a lot of cool things, and I feel exactly the same way, Kenneth. Like they didn't just go for it. Like,
yeah,
I too would have appreciated it a lot more if they had tried to accomplish the quiet part of it. But that being said, for people that aren't familiar with the films, I think they probably would have enjoyed it way better than those of us who do like the films. Because like as a house, just a standalone house, I could see where it would just be scary. Like if you don't know that you're supposed to be like that it's not supposed to be silent around you, I could see where it would still be scary. So
there was a time I was walking through and I was leading my group walking through, and I started like sneaking like a cartoon, like the Scooby Gang, just like being super sneaky. And I guess they were all doing it behind me, and we had a lot of fun.
Oh, cute.
And I wish I could know what was going through this characters' heads as they saw this line of like 5 people walking through like that on tiptoes.
And that's what I was hoping
silly.
for. But like there was never a moment in the house where it was quiet. Like there was always background music playing. I'm like, that's not the point, guys.
Well, I do think it is pretty quiet, but it never matters whether you make noise or not.
Yeah. And I think that's an interesting part because you're right. There is no background score like there is for other houses. The only sounds are the sounds of the triggers and obviously the sounds of like the guests as they're walking through. I feel like there's a little bit of ambient noise.
There's a lot of ambient noise.
Yeah, which is, I would feel normal. Like if The Quiet Place did actually happen in our everyday lives, like ambient noise is going to happen. Like right now, my air conditioner unit is blowing. That's normal. Like that is something that will always happen. The bugs outside will always be doing their little noises. The birds will always be chirping. So the ambient noise to me makes it feel super real. And I unfortunately still haven't seen the second A Quiet Place. It's still on my list. So the first half of the house makes a lot of sense. And then the second half of the house, I lose a little bit just because I haven't seen that film. But I'm still able to enjoy the house.
Yeah.
I think it's a really interesting concept. I think that the scenes from the first movie that I know that they pulled were really, really good. There's one, and I'm not going to spoil it because I feel like it's such an interesting way that they did the scene, but we walked through it the first time and I was like, oh my God, like this is so cool. Like they did a really, really, really good job. I like the design of the Angels of Death puppets, and I like how there's multiple different styles
Yeah.
of puppet, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a little jealous because HHN Hollywood got animatronics, which look so fucking cool. Like, if you want to spoil yourself, go on to like Twitter and Instagram and watch the house walkthroughs for HHN Hollywood if you're not going to go yourself, because their A Quiet Place is so cool. Not saying ours is not amazing, but like theirs looks amazing this year. But I personally really enjoy this house. I've gotten a lot of really good scares. I went through it the other day with the theme park duo, Gabe and Nikki, and Hunter from Grim Grinning Ghosts or Hosts. And all of us got really good scares.
That's cool.
From puppets, scare actors. Like it was a good time. And I so far have done this house twice.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I gotta remind myself too that like the majority of my experience in these houses to this date were done on premium Scream Night, which was basically almost open, like it was like a preview night. So
Yeah.
I'm sure things have evolved and probably gotten better since then.
True.
Yeah.
Also, I want to shout out that you did the premium Scream Night, and on the second night of the main event, so Saturday night of week 1, I got to join on a private RIP tour invited by Horrors Untold, which is a upcoming project that hasn't really been announced yet, but they invited a bunch of people. They invited me to represent this show, Duff from HHN365, Nick from the Fear and Beer podcast, Xandra, who is at Xandra Ventures on Instagram, and then Brennan, who runs the social accounts for Park Talk Radio podcast. And it was a friggin' blast. We had the best time.
How cool.
And like lots of really good friendships made among all those shows now. So I consider everyone their friends. I already knew Duff, but everyone else was like, you know, our new friends now. So it was great.
Awesome.
So a lot of my walks also had a very nice, that's why my numbers are so high, I should say, is because I was able to do all these houses so many times on that, or like twice each on that
Yeah.
tour.
Yeah.
Fair. A good
But I
time.
definitely want
a
to
good
thank
time.
Horrors Untold.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what happens with that. And hi to everyone who might be listening.
Yeah.
Cool. Moving on to our next house, as we walk through the park, that is going to lead us to Ghostbusters: A Frozen Empire, which is in the Jimmy Fallon queue. Thoughts and vibes on Ghostbusters?
I surprisingly really liked this house a lot. And I say surprisingly because I wasn't a big fan of the first one, the first house that we had a few years ago or a couple years ago, however long it was.
Yeah.
I was not a huge fan of it. This one I really liked. And as you guys said, this movie lends itself, I think, better to a horror like event. So the content was probably a little bit better for the house. I wouldn't say it was scary. Like it wasn't scary, but it was really fun and so freaking well done. Like the scenes were so cool, and like all of the snow and the ice, awesome. I really, really liked this house.
I think they did a really good job in picking the most important scenes from the film and putting it into the house, and then doing those scenes really well. Everything is, I feel, grand and to scale. And it's such a fun time. I really liked the original Ghostbusters house. It's just a fun, good time. And you can go through it and get some good scares, but also just be really enjoying yourself as you do it. And I think that also translates well to this one. But this movie is also pretty scary. Kenneth and I watched it last night for our second Society watch along, and that has already been posted. So if you would like to listen to Kenneth and I talk about Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire, you can join
Or
the
really
Rush
just
of Fear Society.
more just talking over the movie and not talking about it.
That's true. We kept having to refocus ourselves, being like, oh, wait, yeah, like we're actually doing something. Like we're not just hanging out. Which I think is such a fun thing, you know? It's like you're just hanging out with a couple of friends while also watching a movie at your apartment. So it was a good time. But I think this house is really fun and they did it really well. And I love the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. So that's all I'll say. Oh, and I've done it twice.
I love the little miniature Stay Puft guys. They're so cute.
They're so
awesome.
cute.
I've done this house 8 times.
Oh my goodness.
And
I've only done it 3.
I love it. This is on my first night of Halloween Horror Nights, and seeing all the houses. I started towards the back of the park and did a lot of the ones back there. And then, you know, I kept walking out of every house being like, oh, that was good. Or like, all right, that was fine. All right. I think I think I liked that. This is the first house that I walked out of that I was like, that was incredible.
Aww.
I loved that. Like this one really got me. And now after doing it more times and seeing more of the things that were missing on my first walk, which I didn't realize were missing, this house, it really has the potential. One, it has the potential to actually be pretty scary. Like I've seen people getting really wrecked in this, and I've even gotten some pretty good scares, especially from Garaka, which is like the main villain of the movie. So I think they really nailed a balance of scary and fun and silly, which is always part of Ghostbusters. And man, like just seeing some of the sets and like facades that are in here, like just blew me away. It's so good. And it's so big. It feels very big.
Yeah, it does feel very big. At least the 2 times that I've walked through it, I have noticed more each time. And I'm excited to do more run-throughs and notice even more things that really bring in the storyline. I don't know. It's great. It's great. It's Ghostbusters. You're going to have a fun time no matter what. Like that's the vibe of the franchise. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I would like to issue a challenge to our listeners. I would for everybody to try to count how many little mini Stay Puft Marshmallow Men are in that house and submit them to us. And whoever like gets the closest to the actual number by the end of the HHN season will send them a little prize.
Ooh.
But no cheating. Like don't ask your RIP tour guide. Don't like be asking your behind the screams tour guides. Like, no, you have to physically go through the house and count them.
There's no way we can vet that.
There's what?
Wait, Michelle, do you know?
There's no way we can verify that.
I know people. I know people who can verify it.
No, verify whether the people actually counted it.
Well, I mean, honor system.
Okay.
Honor system. I trust you guys. Not to be cheaters. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I know how to find out what the actual number is, but I think that would be fun. Like, especially for those people who get to go through it multiple times throughout the season, like you frequent fear passers, like go through the house, try to count. It's fun.
Yeah. I do keep spotting new ones. Like every time I walk through the house, I'm like, oh, I never looked over there and saw them over there before.
Right.
Like there's always more. Yeah.
Yep. They're in very unexpected places sometimes. So it gives yourself a little challenge.
Yeah. Including in a s'more that you can eat. Do you count that one if you bring it into the house with you?
Well, no, because technically they won't let you bring it into the house with you. So
yeah, that's fair. You can bring it in a bag and then leave it in a little hiding place.
Oh God, Kenneth.
Ew.
Maddie's gonna put one on a bracelet and hide the bracelet somewhere, and I'll be like, "Nope, y'all were wrong."
Anyway, I am excited to talk about food, though. That'll be The food this year is fun. So that'll be later in the episode.
Yes, later.
Okay, so we've all talked about... Oh, wait, Kenneth, how many times have you gone through Ghostbusters? Did you say that?
8.
I did say
dang, jeez,
8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, 8 times.
Hot diggity. That's crazy. Okay, next up... Oh, gosh. Okay, next up, we have... Insidious Into the Further. Like, truly, honestly, this is the best house. Over the past 7 years that I've been going to the event, this is one of the best houses I have ever been through. I think the only thing that it's going to top it is still Scarecrow the Reaping. Like, that to me is still the scariest house I've ever done. This, though, is right behind it by a millimeter. Honestly. Oh my God. I can't. I'm obsessed.
This house is Horror Nights' version of like the roof or the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel.
Yes.
Like I hope that they are so proud, like whoever designed this house, which I know I was told the name on my RIP, but I don't remember. Like the designer of this house should be so proud of how consistently scary this house is. Like there's sequences in this house where no matter how many times you go through it, you can never prepare for the scares. Like you can never know where they're going to come from. You can never learn a pattern.
Many.
Like it's just non-stop.
And they're not they're not
beautiful.
obvious boo holes in most of the places. Like where a lot of times you can be like, oh, there's definitely going to be something right up there somewhere. I just know it. They're not obvious places, and there's like just so many of them. You cannot, you can't get away from them.
Yeah. Kenneth and I were talking about this, I think, yesterday when we were watching the movie, and this, not a spoiler, but the scare actors, and it relates to everything y'all just said, because the scare actors in this house really have figured out a way to, like, be out of their boo hole while it's still dark and they haven't hit their trigger. But because it's so dark, you can't really see them. So when they hit their trigger, they're already in front of you. Mm-hmm. There is no like popping out of the curtain to get you. Like they're already there in your face, and then you get the light and the sound on top of it. Mm-hmm. They're so good at what they do. And the monsters in the Insidious movies, I think, are so inherently scary that this house was going to be scary no matter what. The woman in black, terrifying.
She's big.
The red.
The bride in black she's a big woman, and literally she blocked my path one time. Like I stopped the line, was just there like in my space so much and would not move. It was amazing.
I mean, one of the scariest scenes in the movies is the bit where she, like, the camera turns back to Patrick Wilson, but it's her, and she just sticks her grubby little hands out at you, and just you're like, ah! Like that's so scary. And
God.
that's what this house is.
Yep.
Like I don't get scared. We know this. I have jumped every single time I've gone through this house, which is 3 times.
I love it so much.
This house, I think the characters in this house know something that I feel like a lot of characters at HHN, especially this year, a lot of characters think that if you have been spotted, that you can no longer scare the person who spotted you. And that's not true, because I used to scare people after they had seen me. Actually, when I was in the Insidious house in 2015, if someone, because I didn't hide, I didn't go behind a curtain. I was out in I was visible at all times for my entire set. So people would always see me and they would say, I see you. And like, if you said that to me, I was like, so what? I'm going to scare you anyway. And the cast of this house has mastered the skill of, just because you've already seen me doesn't mean that I can't scare you. And it's so good. And like, yes, there are boo holes where they are hiding and you don't see them before. But like in this house, I have spotted scare actors who still jumped at me, even though they saw me see them. And I'm like, thank you. Because like, obviously, like there's going to be people who go through these houses multiple times. I've done this one 6 times, and you're going to learn where a lot of the boo holes are. Some of the boo holes in this house are not learnable, but like you're going to learn where people are going to jump out of, and you're just going to naturally look in that direction because you're like, oh, there's a scare here. And I hate it when I do that and I'm not nervous. I'm just like, I know where it's going to be. And then they don't scare me because they think that it's a lost cause. Right. And it's not. You can still get me if you're doing your job right. Yep. If you're really good at scaring, you can still scare me even if I already saw you. So this house is a masterclass. So it is an all-timer.
Listen, you know what, HHN? All you got to do is put up a whole house full of curtains. Done. I'm on the floor crawling through the whole damn thing.
Maybe Hollywood was onto something all this time.
Man,
you know?
There is nothing scarier in a haunted house than a bunch of curtains. Tell me I'm wrong.
But only if they're red. If they're black, it's not scary. If they're red, it's terrifying.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Red is inherently scary.
If you cannot tell like where there's an opening, terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so good. This is top tier. This house feels like what, and I'm going to say this about one of the other houses as well, but this house feels like Horror Nights of the past. Like this feels like what I missed pre HHN33. Just inherently scary. You know, I think and this is not a knock, this is not a dig on Horror Nights, but we have gotten so many big IPs, and I think we've gone more towards the like show scenes and making everything feel so grand and making sure that the storyline really comes across. But this is a house where I don't think that you need to watch all of the Insidious movies to be scared in this house. They didn't, they put in the most important bits, but it's not important in the sense of understanding the house and getting scared in the house. Like you can do it no matter what, because those monsters are terrifying. So this feels like past HHN coming back and just better. And I get to experience it. And that's so cool.
I went through this house.
I missed out.
I went through this house 3 times. Remind me, were there any protagonists in this house, or was it all demons?
There were, I think there was one character I can think of who maybe isn't a demon or a dead person.
Who?
There's one girl who jumps out on the right in one of the scenes that I'm like, I don't know exactly who that is, but I don't think that she's a ghost.
She's from your movie. She's from Insidious 3 with the man who can't breathe. She's the dead ghosty girl in the nightgown.
Oh, so she is dead.
I don't remember that movie very well.
Hold on. There's the girl who breaks her leg, who's alive, who keeps seeing all the demons and then gets taken by the man who can't breathe. But then when she's in the further, there is that girl in the nightgown with the red stringy hair who's dead because she was captured by the man who can't breathe, just like the girl with the broken leg was. And that girl saves her, basically. She's like, you have to get out of here. The curse is real. This whole place is a trap. And kicks her out.
Yeah.
The curse is real. This place is a trap.
I really don't remember chapter 3 very well, even though I'm in it. I do like,
and every time we go through
character...
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, Lindsay and I, every time we've gone through it, Man Who Can't Breathe pops up and we go, it's Kenneth! Which I'm sure is what you do as well.
I said, that's me. I was you. No, I walked through with a friend who was also that character in my cast in 2015. And we walked out of there and I said, they gave our guy hair. He didn't used to have hair. What happened? What did they do to us?
Yeah, that's true.
That character doesn't have hair in the movie.
That's true. Yeah, it's such a good house.
It's wonderful.
Agreed. What's next? Okay, moving to our next house. It is going to be Triplets of Terror, which is an original. It's an original house this year.
Yeah.
Thoughts, vibes?
My
like
first
it.
impression was meh.
I like this
I
house.
also like it.
This to me also feels like original HHN. Like, I do think that I needed the story explained by my RIP tour guide. Her name was Alicia. She was great. But like without her explanation, I'm not sure that I would enjoy this as much as I do. And every time I've gone through it since that tour, I do this on every house now. I gather everyone around. I'm like, all right, here we go, guys. Listen up. This is what we got to know before we walk in here. But like, I think on Triplets of Terror is the one where it is most important because like there is a very specific story being told.
Why don't you tell everybody what that story is?
Okay, sure. So in Triplets of Terror, we're going to walk into the first scene, which is on March 3rd, 1984, which is the triplets whose names are Melody, Harmony, and Junior. It's their 9th birthday. And they murder their whole family on their 9th birthday, March 3rd. Again, 3-3. This house very much ties into the idea of 33 being the 33rd year of Halloween Horror Nights. Triplets is 3. Their birthday is March 3rd, 3-3. And so after that first scene, when you see them murder their family on their 9th birthday, which also 9 is 3 times 3, then we jump ahead to March 3rd of this year, 2024. And so as we go throughout the house, we will see the triplets on their 49th birthday, because they have a tradition every 10 years. They like to recreate that 9th birthday party where they murdered their family. So they will go around town in different cities every time and gather whatever materials they need to recreate that original crime scene. And so what we're seeing is them going around and getting the cake and getting all the things they need, the decorations, the balloons, whatever. And they will kill whoever they need to in order to collect these things. So that's what this is happening in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And I like it.
I mean, that story, sorry, I'm having like a coughing fit. So that story does help a lot. I think I will appreciate it a little bit more next time. But
yeah, I think that story does not come across. I think it's very clear that a story is being told, but I certainly didn't pick up on it before being told that backstory. So now that I go through, I'm like, oh, okay, I see what's happening. Okay.
Yeah, I just felt like there were a lot of like stagnant scenes in this house.
Yeah. It's a very, very gory house, though. I would say, like, between this and Major Suites, these are definitely the 2 goriest houses of this year. And I don't know, maybe the couple years past, like, we haven't had a super, super gory house recently, but this one is aggressive. But I like it. I think it's it's silly and goofy. And I think the storyline doesn't come across super well, like y'all have said, but it is still like a good house. And I told this to Kenneth yesterday, but on Twitter, people are like, oh, it's the 3 kids from Bob's Burgers if they all just became murderers. Because you have the youngest one who has like the bunny ear mask, and then you have Jean, who's the guy, and then you have Tina, who's the older sister with the skirt on. It's very silly, goofy. But it's fun. It's a good time. I enjoy walking through. Yeah, it kind of does. And like I don't remember if it's Harmony or Melody. I think it's Melody's the younger one, right? With the bunny mask.
Well, they're triplets, but the shorter one, yes.
The shorter one, yeah. All of her triggers sound like Louise from Bob's Burgers. And I can't, and now that you've heard that, you can't, like when you go through the house, you'll be like, oh, wait, yeah, that makes sense. Because both Lindsay and I hear it. But it's fun. I've done this house 3 times so far. And it's a good time each time. I will say, trigger warning for inside the house. There is once again something that not many people enjoy. So just be forewarned that you might see something you don't like walking through. But also, this whole event is about spooky things and killing people. So
it is what it is.
It is what it is. I don't know.
This ain't Disneyland.
You know the
people.
thing's not real. No.
I've done this one 7 times.
I've only done
Nice.
it twice.
Nice. Yeah. All right. Moving on to our next house. It is going to be Major Suites, which is in the Fast and Furious queue/building, which I personally love. I love the line. I really enjoy that basically the whole thing is indoors and they closed Fast and Furious for the season. I think it was a great idea. No more massive extended queue on the side of the building, just on the pavement. Now you get to be in the air conditioning with the fans in the nice, quiet Fast and Furious queue because they don't play any of the crazy music that they do during the daytime hours in that line. It's great. And it's a really enjoyable house. It's not Chucky, so I'll take it.
I think they do have it set up for the extended queue to go out into that like alley next to the building. I just think it hasn't gotten that long yet. I don't think it's gone out there yet, but it is set up for it, I believe.
The Fast and Furious queue holds a lot of people. So I don't know if they'll, I mean, unless something drastic happens, I don't think they'll need it, which is good.
I think that I've seen it posted up to 55 minutes and it still hasn't spilled into the street. So that's very good.
Dang.
This is the best Fast and Furious house that there's been. This house rules.
Yes.
I love this house.
I was going to say the same
Yeah.
thing. It's the best house in this queue that I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And this is the other one that even Mike Aiello, he tweeted recently about like Major Suites and how it really, really feels like a house of the past. They used effects that they haven't used in a long time. Specifically, the one that I'm thinking of is as you're walking through this one hallway, there's like barrels or something that's like moving underneath you, which is something that I have never seen in a Horror Nights house, but feels like an old scare tactic. And it is
barrels. They have like a big. There's like hammers banging on like metal drums
underneath.
Yeah.
Well, they're above.
But like the whole hallway is metal, so it kind of like rattles you around, and it's really loud.
Yeah.
And that's not something they've used recently at all. So it feels like an old gory Halloween Horror Nights house, like in the teens.
Yeah. Okay. And also just like starring an original whimsical character. Like this almost feels like Meaty Meats. It feels like one of the old school style Halloween Horror Nights. Like original houses. It's so fun.
And this dude is crazy. He's crazy. It's like if Willy Wonka went even more psychotic and just was like, oh, all right, guess I'm going to use kids to kill people. That's cool. It's gory. Like walking through this house, I'm like, oh man. Ooh,
I need to go through this one again. I only went through this one time on the first night, on the premium Scream night. And it must not have been a good run. because I don't remember any of this stuff that you guys are talking about at all.
You got to
and
do it
was
again,
like-
Michelle. It's so good.
Well, I mean, and even on a night that literally everything was 5-minute waits all night, I chose not to go through it again because the first run through was like,
Yeah.
So I'll give it another shot though.
There's a lot of, well, I don't know that there's a lot of, but there's one in particular that I'm thinking of, effect that uses like running water in a way that's so like fun and gross and cool. And like every time I walk by it and see it, I'm just like, this is the best. I love this house.
Yeah.
Dang, I don't remember that.
And running water in a house. Who doesn't love that? That's such a fun effect.
I do love a wet house.
You love a wet
The
house.
houses this year are so wet.
Yeah. They really are, though.
I don't remember
There's
this
no
house
I
avoiding
got
being
it.
wet.
soaked.
I don't remember it.
I
Damn
got
it.
soaked in Insidious.
Oh, I got soaked
Yeah.
in Slaughter Cinema, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I did too. That was sad.
Yeah.
I've done
Oh,
this
yeah,
house
yeah.
twice so far. Two times.
I've
right.
done it 6.
Nice.
Yeah,
all
6
right,
times.
moving on to the back of the park, we get to another round of applause for Universal because we kind of have two houses. You don't like it, or do you do like
No,
it?
yes.
Was that
yes. That was a
okay. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So back of the park, you have the Nightmare Fuel Stadium, and then you have that little overhang vacation selling little thing. I don't even know what it's really called. And then you have that big brown gate. And at the big brown gate, you have two houses. And the best thing they've ever done, you just walk down the sidewalk behind Men in Black. You get to the two tent houses. There's a little courtyard, and you don't have to go back out to re-enter the second house. You can just pop out of the one house and go right into the next one. It's
so
fabulous. But
Yeah,
the first
this
house
rules.
back there that we'll talk about is Goblin's Feast. Our very first house together on opening night.
Yeah.
How do we feel?
I think it was
Excellent.
cute. It's cute. Like, I loved the costumes. I love the trolls and the goblins and the hobgoblins. Like all of their makeup is really, really cool and ugly, but cool. I like the storyline. It's cute. Like it's just like a cute story gone wrong. And there's a few big moments in there that are cool. And then I like the little like mayor goblin guy at the very end. He's my favorite.
Oh, yes. I love him. I love everything about this house. This is the sleeper hit. I think this is the one that I think has jumped the highest from hype to reality. Like, I love this house. It's so fun. It's so silly.
It is silly.
It has such distinct characters, and like the more I listen to like what they're saying, the more fun I'm having, and it's just so good, and it's so charming, and like I just leave happy every time. Like it's just what a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is very fun. I've said it to everyone that I've talked to this house about. But it's so D&D coded. Like it feels like a side quest that you were sent on. Like you were doing your big quest, and then all of a sudden you get sidetracked by this cute little goblin's house, and you're like, oh man, like that's so fun. And then now you're having to like fight for your life because they're trying to eat you. Like you walk into the house and you have to roll initiative. Like it's just it's so cutesy, so fun. Very big show scenes, which I think is always a good time. And these two tent houses that we're talking about, this one and then the next house that we'll talk about, are brand new. They were built for this year. And they did a great job. They're really tall tents. So a lot of your show scenes, you know, are much, much taller than you are. So the scope of everything just becomes even more like drastic, and it's so fun. And this is another house that really mixes like scare actors, puppets, animatronics. You know, it's so cool. I'm really happy with this
There's
one.
Like a lot of screen stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's very good. I do think that these two new tents like are good replacements for the parade buildings. Like they feel like they're the same size, the same amount of space inside.
Yeah, absolutely. I have done this house twice. Everybody else?
3 times.
9 times.
Oh my God.
I love it. I love this house, and the line is never long. If you start at the back of the park, let me give you the. I haven't tried this plan. I think I'm going to actually try it the next time I'm at HHN. But this is my plan for how to knock out HHN super fast. You do stay in Screaming New York. You do Major Suites as your first house. When Stay in Scream New York has the 3 huge IPs and Major Suites, you know that's going to be the shortest line. You go to Major Suites, then you go back to Goblin's Feast. You hit Goblin's Feast and Universal Monsters back to back. They're both going to be like walk-ons, basically. Then you go and do the other 2 tents, Slaughter Cinema and Museum. You've done half of the houses. The sun hasn't even gone down yet. It's probably not even 6 o'clock yet. No, it is, because Major Suites opens at 6, but it's definitely not. You can get this done by 7:30.
Holy moly.
All 5 of those houses. I'm confident of it, and I'm going to try it out tomorrow night. We're recording this on Tuesday. Week 3 starts tomorrow, and I'm testing this plan, and I will report back with my findings.
Okay.
Yay. If you want, Kenneth, post on the Instagram stories timestamps of when you do each house.
Yeah.
Okay. I guarantee I won't do that, but I'll try.
Okay. Well, then
I hate pulling out my phone.
That's fair. In your notes app, then do timestamps, and then we'll do a post about it later.
Oh, well, what I guarantee is that I won't note the times at all, because I'm not one to pull out my phone. I always forget to take pictures and post things. I'm just like doing stuff, you know. I'll try. I'll try to remember.
Okay.
I just took a picture
cool.
of my watch when I was walking into a house. I just took a picture of my watch real fast, like in front of the sign.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Cool. So next house, we are going to move directly over to our new tent, part 2, and this will be Universal Monsters Eternal Bloodlines, the house for the ladies. Thoughts, vibes, feelings?
House for the ladies.
House for the ladies.
Go ahead, Kenneth.
Well,
it was the resounding
if I'm going to chalk it up to the fact that this is for the ladies, and therefore that's why it just didn't really hit for me. But that's because I'm not a lady. That's what I'm going to chalk it up to. I don't know why, because I cannot point to anything in this house that I don't like. And I don't even think it's bad. I do like it. I'll walk through it happily, but it just doesn't excite me the way I wanted it to. It's just like something about it. Every time I walk out, I'm like, that was fine. Like, okay, it's fine. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I don't love it. I wanted to.
For me, it's too much story. Like, it is very storyline heavy, and I did listen to the Discover Universal podcast about this one before I attended HHN, so I knew a little bit about what was supposed to be happening. But the actual iteration of the house itself was very much like too much sequential storytelling. There was a lot of like dead space where it was like moving the story along as opposed to just like trying to scare me. And for me, there was way too much Saskia Van Helsing, which she is not scary. She's a human. right? Like she's a human demon or monster killer.
Humans are the real monsters.
But she was not scary. She
Okay.
her and her little bow and arrow trying to kill the monsters. So I was like, no, I want the monsters to scare me. Leave them alone. So at least in my run throughs, which I believe I did, I did this one twice. And yeah, it just wasn't scary. Like the monsters weren't coming at me. All it was is it felt like I was watching a play where like Saskia was trying to kill the monsters and the monsters were trying to kill, like, I don't know. It just felt like I was watching something instead of trying to be scared. So it made me kind of sad because I really like wanted this one to be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish that I could have an opinion on this house because I want to say that this house was number 2 or 3 on my hype list. But the 2 times I've done it so far, I have seen maybe 3 scare actors in the house.
Oh my.
So I feel as though I cannot make an accurate initial review of it because I have not even really done the house.
Wow.
I have seen the Saskia Van Helsing in the window, and that's not a spoiler. Like she's in a window. It's whatever. And I have seen one she-wolf. And I have seen one Bride of Frankenstein. That's it.
Damn.
I don't know. I can't figure it out.
They're like those lesbians are in here. Hide.
What the heck? I think my goal for week 3 is going to be to try and do this house as much as possible to try and see everything because I am so upset. I'm so upset because I want to love this house so much. I love and it's not even a gender met house. I just love that we're focusing on the women of the Universal Monsters universe. It's so cool. And I'm going to be so sad if this does not end up well because they deserve so much more.
Well, I just love Universal Monsters regardless of gender. Like, cool that they tried to make an all-female monsters house. I mean, kudos, not knocking you for that. But like, I'm perfectly happy with just the Universal Monsters universe in general. And I've loved all of the Universal Monsters houses over the past several years. So I don't know. I was kind of bummed out, but I'm hoping that come October, it's a different run through and it's better. But my first 2 run throughs, I mean, there were scare actors on the times that I went through. It just wasn't scary. It just felt like they were battling each other, not like coming at me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's, the last Universal Monsters house, I think that was kind of the same vibe. The second Universal Monsters house with like the Mummy and the Wolfman and all of those, that was one where, I mean, they were coming for you. They were coming for each other, but they were also coming for you. But last year's house, I feel like just like this one, we were kind of just walking through a story that was happening around us, and we were not a part of the story. We were just the viewers. Which is, for some storylines like that does work. And then for others, unfortunately, it just kind of doesn't. I think it all depends on a lot of different factors, but,
I still got a good number of scares in last year's house though. And
yes. Yeah.
This one, I just felt like they hardly ever targeted us. I don't know. Maybe it was just the run through.
Yeah, that's fair. We'll do it again. We'll do it some more.
Hell yeah,
it's only the end of week 2, start of week 3. So we've got plenty of time. Okay, moving on to our second to last house.
I've done that.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
I've done that one 8 times.
Nice.
Good.
Nice.
I don't. Yeah.
moving on to our second to last house, we have The Return of a Great. It is Slaughter Cinema 2. Slaughter Cinema 2. Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thoughts, vibes?
This was so good. This was so good. It makes me so sad that I didn't open my eyes during the first one, because this one was so, like, it was fun and silly, but also, like, had some really good scares, and, like, some really good moments where you could actually kind of interact with the house a little bit. There were some triggers in this one, which is cool. There were some triggers also in Major Suites. Did you guys find the triggers in that one?
There's guest activated triggers. I've never seen the ones in Slaughter Cinema.
Yeah.
Yeah. This house, like, was so good. So the first time, how many times did I go through this one? I think 3. No, 2. Okay, so the first time I went through this house in the first scene, without, like, totally giving everything away, but in the first scene, there's, like, a drunk college guy, right? And I go through, and there's, like, a moment where he pukes. Okay, whatever. It's a house, and that happens sometimes. So cool. I was like, ew, gross. I go through the rest of the house. Fine. It was fun. I go through this house again the second time, and oh my God, I wasn't expecting it. But I knew, like, in this scene, I was this was during premium scream, so we were allowed to just, like, stand and watch. And so I'm going through this scene, and I want to see, like, the whole scene play out, right? So I'm literally just standing still in this room with this drunk guy, expecting that I know what's about to happen. And instead of puking like he did the first time, he literally stood up and puked on me. And there was a trigger that was not there before that actually, like, spewed an enormous amount of water on me as I just stood still and took it. Yes. I was like, what just happened? Like, I literally just watched you not do that. So, like, when did that happen between, like, now and an hour ago? But it got me so good, and I laughed my head off. It was great.
Nice.
That's crazy.
It was awesome. And then there's another scene in there that with the mummies. I won't say what the mummies are doing, but it's the best. My 13-year-old daughter thought it was, like, the best part of the night.
That is a good one.
I'm a good parent, guys. I'm a good parent.
I have done this house only twice, unfortunately, but I was a lover of the original. And I just think that this is such a good sequel, pun intended. I can't wait to talk not spoilers for this house, because, you know, the first time Lindsay and I went through this house, we were gobsmacked with how silly goofy it was.
Yes.
Even more silly goofy than the original. And I just think that that's so fun. You know, you can really tell that the creators of HHN have a really fun time with this style of idea and haunted house. And it's just great. Like, I wouldn't say that I got scared, because I was just laughing so hard going through it, just knowing that, like, this is such a fun idea and something that everybody loves, and everyone looks back on so fondly. So highly, highly, highly recommend. You'll get a good giggle going through.
It's great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I have done this 7 times. I love it. I do think I liked the first one better, just because of what a surprise it was. And with this one, like, now they are trying to live up to something. And so I don't think it's worse than the first one, but it just, like, didn't catch me by surprise the way the first one did, you know?
Yeah.
So I think they really needed to, like, up the ante by a lot for it to hit the same way. Which some of the scenes definitely do, but some of them feel like, I don't know. None of them are bad. I love all of these, and I love this house. This is definitely in my upper half, I think, of, like, it's in the top 5. I love it. I love it.
So good.
But the first one was such a, like, truly just, like, I did not know that we were capable of doing something this crazy.
Yeah.
And now I know. So like, I just wish I wish I felt that same feeling of just mind blown, jaw on the ground. Just like, I can't believe that they did this. Like now I know that they do this. And now it's just like, cool. That was fun. You know, like, I don't know. I think maybe that's just what it is. Like, I think the house rules. I love it.
You know, my opinion of this house may be higher because of the experience I had of being able to be pulsed through it and really like take my time and I was allowed to be very interactive with some of the scare actors and some of the scenes, which was, unless you haven't been through the house, you wouldn't understand what I mean by that. But there are some moments in there where you could very much like just kind of make yourself a part of what's happening by just stopping and standing there and like being a captive audience. And it was I had some really cool experiences in there, which I'll be able to say more about that at the end of the season when we do our hype lists, when spoilers aren't a big deal anymore. But it was lots of fun. Lots of fun.
There is definitely one thing in the house that has like a very specific vantage point that like if you're in that spot when it happens, then you get a nice little treat, I'm assuming. But I have not been lucky enough to be in the right spot at the right time. There's like a big moving element that like will come right at a person.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
But it's like, it's such a narrow like window to see it through that like really only one or two people could see it at any time it happens. So I would love to be able just to stand there and wait to see it.
You know, like it's almost better if you are able to go through it with somebody who, and you should be at this point now too, Kenneth. You should be a pro at like self-pacing, right? Like go through and you know when you need to kind of slowly start slowing down so that you catch the scare.
Well, yeah.
I've learned the art of self-pacing.
Sometimes slowing down though actually keeps you from seeing the scare because it happens before you get there. Like it's really hard. And with this thing in this house that I'm talking about specifically, again, the window is so narrow that like you would be walking 1 inch an hour in order to slow down enough to make sure you saw it. Like you'd basically be just fully stopped to wait and see it.
So good though. It's all so good.
It's tricky.
And you come out of that house just laughing and it's the best.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? The last room, which isn't even like one of the movies that we are walking through, it's like back in the theater. That last room is like my favorite part of the whole house, back in like the theater lobby. And I don't want to talk about specifics here, no spoilers, but if you are a fan of the first Slaughter Cinema, just try to take your time walking through that last room after you come out of the last movie.
Yeah. And I think there's also possibly could be some like foreshadowing in that room because there are like some movie posters up that say like coming soon. I'm like, could there be a Slaughter Cinema 3?
Oh. Cinema 3.
Slaughter Cinema is the gift that keeps on giving. Like there's no reason they would ever stop doing this.
Right.
There's an infinite number of dumb ideas that you could do.
Yeah. So pay attention in that last house and see what we might get in Slaughter Cinema 3. At least I hope so.
Yeah. All right. Wrapping around to another new house. Well, it's not a new house location, but it's a new queue setup.
Yeah.
They really, honestly, truly props to Universal. The queues this year are so great.
So much better.
So much better. They really made use of their space, and the walkways just seem more open and everything seems more tidy and organized. But our last house today is going to be the Museum Deadly Exhibits, which is going to be entrance over by the Simpsons Gate.
Yes.
Thoughts, vibes?
It's fine.
I will say I love the queue. I love that they used this location.
Yeah.
Like it's a
I
fabulous
love
idea.
the Simpsons ride queue.
I only did this one once. So I don't know that I can give it a completely fair analysis, kind of like Major Suites, but I was not impressed at all in that one time I went through it. It was nothing like what I thought it could be. Didn't really make much sense to me at all. I don't know. What about you, Kenneth?
Yeah, it wasn't at all what I thought it could be also. I think that it is, I don't know. It's weird.
Yes.
It's a really weird house. I like a lot of the set design. I like a lot of the stuff, like individual pieces of what's in here. I've laughed a lot at some of the things that some of the characters have been doing that have been really funny that I don't think are like necessarily part of the house, but like I've had a good time walking through here. But it is like, it's just a very unusual house. I like a lot of the set, like designs, like the things, so like the artifact that this museum has that's causing all of this mayhem is called the Rotting Stone. And so you can like see the museum kind of rotting, and there's like this glowing stuff on the walls. And I think it looks really cool. And I think a lot of the things in the house look really cool. It just is like such a weird vibe in this house that I just can't figure out what they were going for.
Yes.
Or I can't tell if it feels like they nailed what they were aiming for. Like, it's just, I've never been through a house that I was so confused by just tonally. I can't tell if it's supposed to be serious or silly. I can't tell how scary it's supposed to be. Like, I just don't know. I just don't know with this one.
Yeah, I agree. This one felt
I still like it.
This one felt very Hallow Scream to me, which makes me a little sad.
Oh, no.
Like, it just didn't, I don't know. Yeah. That's all I can say is I don't know.
I've done it 4 times. I would say if there is any house that if somebody's like, oh, let's do that one, I'm like, not like, oh yeah, let's go. It's this one. If they're like, let's do the museum, I'm like, Slaughter Cinema's right next door. Should we see what that line is like?
Right.
Like, you know?
Ooh, actually, that walking taco next door sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
I'll go get my walking taco.
I like
You
it
go through the
fine.
house.
Yeah. That's fair. I don't know. I enjoy going through it. It feels fun. I've always thought that a museum style house could be really cool, like very, very Night at the Museum-esque, but horror instead of Ben Stiller being silly goofy. So it's fun to see like the little plaques on the wall talking about the artifact that is now alive and haunting you. I think I understand the concept of the Rotting Stone and how it's kind of turned the entire museum into this living, breathing thing that is now trying to kill everyone. I think the one thing that gets me is how aggressive the killing is inside the house of the human people that exist in the storyline. I think that part makes no sense. Like, I don't know, but I do enjoy it. Like,
that's that's what we're all saying. I don't know.
Yeah, because like it's a stone. It's a stone that has a curse, I'm assuming, attached to it that is making everything in the museum come to life, but come to life with aggression towards people. Kind of.
What? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I want to understand it because I think it is a really cool concept. I just think that this is two storylines that are moving side by side, but never actually merging together to create one finite idea in the house. Very similar to the merchandise this year, which is my only qualm with the event. Like literally, there is not a single bad thing about the event this year besides the merchandise. That's a hot take, I feel like. But like, it's the merchandise is 6 different ideas that all look like a different collection that could be for a different like event merged into one tribute store. And that's what this house feels like. It's 2 contrasting ideas that they tried to make as similar as possible, but there's no overlap in those 2 ideas.
Yeah,
like
they just
cool
don't.
Rotting stone making a museum come to life and then beheading people.
But
Why?
see, that was my qualm about it. And I only went through it one time, so please fix my memory if I have it wrong. But I felt like there were lots of like growth. Wasn't there like growths throughout this house? Like vines and plants and stuff? Okay, what? Why?
Yeah.
Where? Why? Why?
I don't know.
I mean, if there's a stone and it's ancient and it's bringing the museum to life, why are there plants? It's a museum, so shouldn't like artwork be coming to life?
Which I think is what
shouldn't statues be coming to life? Like what are these plants?
And they are like there are a couple plant creatures in the house, but a majority of the scare actors are. We're getting into spoiler territory, but honestly, this house, like I feel like you need a little bit of.
There's no spoilers in this house. You're going to be confused. Okay.
But like there are museum artifacts coming to life. Like
like what?
In one of this I can't without giving too much away. But
there's like some tribal masks where like there's some of them are still on the wall. Some of the ones on the wall light up, and then like there's a character that is like one of those masks came to life.
Okay.
You know what this feels like?
Tell me.
I lost my train of thought. But this, if anyone has ever watched a ride through video of the Hong Kong Phantom Manor attraction, where it's the gentleman who collects all the different artifacts and he has the monkey sidekick. And the most recent artifact that they found was this music box. And supposedly there's like a curse with the music box and he doesn't fully know about it yet. But then he walks away and the monkey activates the music box, and then all of the different artifacts in his house come to life. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Hong Kong Disneyland. Okay.
Yeah,
that's what this house feels like. Except it's not a haunted music box. It is a haunted stone. It's a haunted rock. But like it's making the things in the museum come to life and then kill you, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, it was for me just the growth. Like all those growth things didn't make sense to me. But it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. This is our dissertation on the museum deadly exhibits.
Yeah.
The house we've talked the most about
is the one that we know the least about.
Correct. And I think I've done that one twice, maybe. Yeah, okay. I think I've done it twice.
I'm at 4, which I thought it would have been more than 4. I really thought I did it more than that, but apparently I've only done it 4 times.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is all the houses. Those are all 10 houses this year.
And it only took us an hour and a half to talk about.
Oh my God, I so need to go to bed.
I know. Yeah. So the next thing we're going to do is kind of talk about the show for this year. So the show is once again Nightmare Fuel returning, but this time it is a brand new story, and it is Nightmare Fuel Nocturnal Circus. So it is fully circus themed. There is a new storyline. There are new characters, a new stage setup, new costumes, new music. Thoughts, vibes, feelings on Nocturnal Circus. And how many times have you seen it?
I have not done it yet, so I don't know.
Oh. Okay. Well, you say that you saw it for the first time on Sunday.
Yeah. I did. I saw it on Sunday for the first time with Gabe and Nikki.
Well, I didn't want to waste.
Gasp.
I didn't want to make. I know. I didn't want to waste premium scream night on that because that's a pretty easy thing to accomplish on any night.
Fair. I don't know about this year. It's pretty popular.
Well, I have an RIP
The team-
in October, so I'm good.
There you go. Yeah, you're fine.
I've seen it twice. I like it as much as I think I liked the other ones, which is to say, I appreciate how impressive it is, but it's just not my type of thing, I guess. But I do like it. It's good. It's fun. I like the story. I like the aesthetic of the circus, I think, better than the previous versions of the show.
Yes.
So I think just on that alone, I think I might like it better than the previous ones. Because, like, as far as the dancing and the, like, specialty stuff, like, I feel like that's the same in terms of, like, how much I care about it.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's maybe too much going on the stage.
Yes. That is something that we all talked about as we were leaving the show. We wanted to focus on different elements, but we couldn't because there was too many other distracting things going on. So we felt like we were missing parts of the show because of it.
Yeah, there's like magic tricks and fire stuff and dancing, all and like aerial stuff, all happening like at the same time, and I just don't know what to look at certain points.
Maybe that is to give people a reason to watch it multiple times.
Yeah, maybe.
And that's fair. Yeah. I think I feel the same way. I do prefer this version of the Nightmare Fuel show to any of the other 3 versions. I think that oh goodness. Michelle, your cough has traveled over the airwaves.
No.
But I do think that circuses are inherently scary. And that, you know, there's put a circus theme on anything and you're probably going to get something ooky spooky. So I do like that they went with a different theme, that they went with a different storyline. I will say they just copied the storyline of Water for Elephants and Moulin Rouge. Man sees girl in show. Girl is tied to show in some way, whether it's through an abusive lover or a sickness. A girl is like, oh, I love you. Boy is like, oh, I love you too. I'm going to save you from this place. And then something ends up happening where girl is no longer saved and boy is sad. That's the show.
I am curious.
But it was good.
I am curious because like, I don't want to get too spoilery, but like the storyline involves kind of a time loop. And I wonder if the last show of the season will break the time loop.
Ooh, I hope so. That would be so cool.
That would be cool.
That would be really
neat.
And
I hope they do it.
Forward thinking. Talking about going to see the show without an RIP tour, we were told that we should get in line for the show an hour in advance.
Oh my God.
And that you would be stuck in the holding area for an hour because the show fills up so fast. Like the holding area fills up so fast that they have to cut the line before they even dump people into the show stadium. Like they're turning people away because there are too many people in the holding area and the line itself.
I don't know. Is it
and
worth
that is
spending
the same for
2 hours of your night on the show?
No, it's not. Trust me, it's a really good show. And if you are if you are a frequent fear pass holder and you're going to be at the event multiple nights, definitely go see it. But if you are just coming to the event for one night, I don't think that it's worth wasting almost an hour and a half to 2 hours of your night. Like if you're done with all the houses and you can make the final show of the night, okay, go do it. But if you're rushing through the houses and you're still not done yet, don't take the time to go see the show.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Watch it on YouTube. because it is good and the people are very, very talented and it is worth a viewing, but not if it's going to take 2 hours out of your night. And that was the same for the accessibility line too. He was like, yeah, we kind of usually cut off the line 45 minutes before the show because it's just so popular.
Dang.
Which is it's a good problem to have. It's just,
But it also shows that they need more than one show
yeah.
for HHN.
Correct.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Absolutely.
Well, I don't think we should be surprised, but we've gone so long talking about these houses that we're actually going to have to split this episode into 2 parts because it is quite late now. And I'm sure we would go for another hour and a half if we kept going. So we're going to break it off here, but we will be back soon to talk about everything else, the scare zones, the foods, Michelle's experience doing the premium Scream Night. And we'll be back. So we hope you enjoyed this episode talking about just the houses and Nightmare Fuel.
I mean, it's a good year, so the houses deserved the attention we gave them. They really are good houses this year overall.
So yeah, that's it for this episode. But before we go, we want to remind you that we have the brand new Rush of Fear Society, which is kind of like it's like a Patreon, but it's not on Patreon. We do it through a service called Supercast, which kind of folds everything into your podcast app that you already use. So that's very nice. You can follow the link in the bio of this episode or on our social media accounts and head to our Supercast page to sign up. Memberships are just $5 a month or $50 for the whole year, which gives you 2 months for free. So you can get access to all our bonus episodes, our bonus feed, will include movie watch-alongs, unedited content, along with some merch giveaways, access to the Society Discord. Shout out, by the way, to I met some listeners at the event already. I met one member of our society, Frankenstein, met outside the Amity bathrooms while I was on my RIP tour.
Oh, nice.
And also a listener named Keith, also at that same bathroom, visited one bathroom, met 2 listeners separate from each other. So that was really cool. Really cool. Meeting you guys. It was, it's still very new to be recognized in the park for this kind of stuff. So please say hi if you see one of us. It's very exciting for us to be recognized. But anyway, we have a great little community there in the Discord. You'll get the HHN Orlando foodie guide for free when you join. Also, if you've ordered that, they have already been shipped out. So just be patient. They're on their way to you in the mail. Those are available for $6 on portkeyvacations.com. And we've already done our first 2 movie watch-alongs. So you can watch Insidious, the first movie, and Ghostbusters Frozen Empire with us. It's a great time over there. So yeah, go ahead and get on there, and we'll have even more stuff coming to you.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Yeah, please join.
Yeah.
We love having our listeners join us and building a little community. So much fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think that'll do it for this episode. Thank you for listening, and we hope to see you soon, maybe this weekend in the fog. So until next time, for more content, please be sure to check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/rushoffear and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Rush of Fear Pod.
Yep. And as always, check out our friends and check out our friends and UUOP network hosts over at the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, as well as the Theme Park Duo, Taste of Universal podcast, and the Portkey Passport. And you can find all of those wherever you listen to podcasts. And don't forget, we do have some listener submission opportunities. So if you would like to join in on that, just send your segments to rushoffear21@gmail.com. All it needs to be is an audio recording telling us your name, your favorite HHN house. This is of all time, not just this year. Favorite HHN house, favorite HHN scare zone, and your favorite HHN memory. So the house and scare zone will be added to a running tally to see the overall listener favorites, and your audio recording will be added to the outro of each episode.
Yeah. Our other listener submission opportunity is going to be being part of a Portkey Vacations commercial. So send an audio recording in saying, I wish to go to, and then add in your place, wherever you want to be, a theme park, a state, a country, a continent, whatever. And then keep listening for your commercial to magically appear on an episode of either Rush of Fear or the UUOP. You can email those recordings to podcast@uuopodcast.com. That's podcast@uuopodcast.com. Also, check out our merch storefront to help support the show. Just head over to tpublic.com, search Rush of Fear Podcast, and you'll find our page and all of our products. And I actually did just download an application on my iPad where I can potentially make stickers, even though I have no drawing skills whatsoever. So there might be things coming soon.
Oh, fun. Yay.
We're going to see if it works. And if it does, great. If it doesn't, SOS, please help us. We have so many ideas and we can't draw. So
heck yeah, for sure. Send us some ideas, send us some drawings, whatever. We love it. And then of course we have lots of talent along with Maddy's wonderful art skills. We also have a musician on the team.
What is that? I'm not. No, I make music. I just saw a video of a lady saying she's not a musician, she makes music, and she thought the person was calling her a magician. Anyway.
Oh my God. Well, can you do magic tricks too? I don't know.
No.
Okay. Well, there we go. He sometimes dresses up as a vampire, so that's fun. So be sure to check out Kenneth's band Pangolin everywhere you listen to music online. They just released a new album. It's awesome. So be sure to follow them on social media at Pangolin FL. And then, of course, please send us some nice, cool, awesome, spooky reviews on whatever platform you use. We would really, really, really appreciate it.
Yeah. Before we go, we did get a listener submission. So I will play that now.
Hello, Rush of Fear. This is Braden from Alabama. Gotta say, love the podcast. You make the 13th of the month just so much more bearable. First of all, favorite house has got to be a tie. I'm sorry. I know that's annoying. A tie between Wicked Growth and Universal Monsters Unmasked. I'm a newbie to the event. I've only been going for 2 events. I went to 30 and 32. So looking forward to 33. Those 2 houses were definitely the standout of the event, in my opinion, those 2 events. And then, gotta say, my favorite scare zone is Lights, Camera, Haction. I know, a lot of people didn't like that zone. I personally loved it. The energy in that it was just so great. It got very close for me with Vamp 69. But it kind of involves my favorite HHN memory, which is I was walking through that zone with my brother and a friend, and they did that scare where they have a person in front of you and then they jump out of the way and there's a person behind you. And my brother got chased by a chainsaw wielding man all the way to Gorewood. I don't think that was allowed, but I think they were just vibing with it so well that they just kept chasing him. And they got to the border of Gorewood and they came back into Lights, Cameras, Haction. And I just remember my brother just standing there at the border to Gorewood, not moving. He was not going in or out. He was not moving at all. And I gotta say, that just made that night even more special. So thank you for the pod. So looking forward to this year's coverage. Goodbye.
Yay!
That was great.
Aw, how cute.
I know.
That's awesome.
That was sent in by Brandon. So thank you, Brandon. We really, really appreciate it. And we love that you guys had so much fun. So excited for you to experience HHN33 because it's a great time so far.
Yeah.
Yay!
Oh, yeah. Dang. Shout out to the theme park duo who we got to meet. Shout out to all the listeners we've met in person. Thank you for your friendship bracelets and your handshakes and hugs and hellos and everything. We love it all. Thank you so much. It's weird that anyone cares about the dumb stuff we talk about. But you know what? Thanks for listening, everyone. The podcast has come to an end. We'll see you next time for part 2. Now, get out.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao. That was funny. All the stupid
Oh,
stuff
come
we
on.
talk about.
Work. Hi, welcome home. Hi, thanks.
Welcome home,
Lindsay
Lindsay.
just got home from work. Michelle says welcome home.
Oh, thanks.
McKenna says welcome home.
Oh, thanks.
I know, right?